Say it ain't so. Oprah Winfrey's syndicated show is coming to an end. The last one airs this Wednesday. For years, she has been considered the most powerful person in entertainment. Audiences tune in. They buy the books she likes. They vote for the candidates she likes in some cases. No doubt she has had a big impact. And in Chicago, they've gotten to watch her up close and personal. Joining me now to talk about it is the Chicago Tribune reporter and columnist Steve Johnson. Steve, what are you going to do now in Chicago? No Oprah.
Yeah, it's going to be leave quite an absence, I think. We'll be left after she's gone with, no offense, newscasters and athletes as our biggest celebrities.
Now, what did she actually? People watching her have been watching her, from all over this country. But what has she actually meant for the city of Chicago?
There's been a lot of, I think, local pride in it. It's been quite a ride. She came here hired from Baltimore, just another morning news host, and she will leave the city, with a $2.5 billion estimated fortune, with her own cable network, with first-name status around the world. So it's been, it's been a pretty remarkable thing to see it from such a close vantage point.
Now, how is she actually going out? I know that the shows were taped; they'll air next week. But I guess what should people expect next week?
Well, she, Tuesday night at the United Center, which of course is where the Bulls play, she did this just insane celebrity bash send-off thing that'll result in the Monday and Tuesday shows next week. More celebrities than have ever been gathered together in Chicago at one time. Probably as many as we've seen in one place, this side of one of the big award shows. But then the big mystery is what she's going to do with her final show on Wednesday. She hasn't, her staff hasn't said anything. She hasn't said anything. The only thing we've found out at the Tribune is that Oprah herself is producing that show. So I expect it'll be more of a, an intimate, quiet farewell, but we'll have to wait and see.
Take us back a little bit. People might not remember. She's been around so long. People might not remember how she got started. You alluded to it. She just came to town there, another morning host. But what was it about Oprah that got Oprah to being Oprah?
Yeah, it's funny. You talk to the people who hired her, and they say, "Oh, we knew right away. We knew this was special. This was the most amazing talent
they
we'd
say
ever
that
seen."
now.
All right, exactly. I was a genius, right? But they they did talk about in testings they did her ability to kind of draw white and black audiences both alike to her. And remember, this was a time of racial division in Chicago with Harold Washington just elected as mayor. But what she's been able to do, I think, even above that, is to kind of be the avatar for her audience. Step in, represent their interests, ask really personal questions of her guests, while also sharing really personal information about herself, which has made her, I think, approachable. And it's allowed her to do this astonishing thing, which is to stay approachable despite, becoming massively rich and massively famous.
Okay, what can she do now? She is, I guess, she never really leaves the spotlight, but she's leaving that day-to-day, I guess, the attention she gets from the show. What exactly is she going to do now?
Right. Well, she's got a struggling new cable network to run. It's a tough time to start up a cable network. Yeah. So I think you have to give her credit for having the guts to try that. Sounds like she wants to be a lot more on hands there. I wouldn't rule out a comeback to television in some grand way further down the road. I think she'll miss the spotlight. I think she has always recognized the show is her kind of power base, and I think to a large degree it's a base of who she is as a person. So I think she'll miss that, and I do wonder how long she'll enjoy the kind of executive life.
All right, end of an era there for Chicago and really this country, but a new era may be beginning. Steve Johnson, good to see you.